Hi there, I'm Joe Newbould. I've been in the fitness industry for more than 20 years now. In the Pilates field for more than 5. I'm a fully certified stop Pilates instructor. And I run Joe Pilates, so I train people one-on-one, do classes and so forth. What I find with a lot of my clients, particularly a lot of people who work in offices, we're looking at a lot of people will have rounded shoulders or a slight hunched over position. So we call that kyphosis, so an exaggerated curvature of the upper spine. And then you're looking at the scapulae being protracted, and this tends to be the natural posture of a lot of people that work in offices. Furthermore, you might have an extended cervical spine. They're the kind of key points that need to be corrected on a vast majority of the population. You have 24 movable vertebrae. They need to keep moving. And if we get an extended curvature of the spine, then those discs will slowly get compressed. They won't lubricate as well and they'll start drying up. You can get herniated discs, slip discs and all those kind of things. So it's really super important that each vertebrae moves. If you don't start correcting it really soon, it gets harder and harder. You've got to nip it in the bud before it gets not too late, nothing's ever too late, but it will take a lot longer if you don't address the problem early on. I suspect that a lot of them will adopt a slightly kyphotic posture, slightly hunched over, and they will have possibly rotational issues as they're always leaning in, probably to the same side most of the time. I know this is human nature. Somehow you've got to rebalance that. Whether it's you do one patient on the left side and one on the right, I know that's not necessarily realistic, but if you're spending a lot of time on that side, when you're not with a patient, maybe spend a bit of time bending to the opposite side, rotating to the opposite side, or even better, take up Pilates, take up some kind of fitness training where you are rotating, where you are leaning from side to side as equally as possible. First one you're going to do is an imprint and release. So if you need a head pad, grab a thick book or anything that's available. Put it under your head if it helps you be comfortable. If not, you can do it without, whatever. Okay, so your hands are by your side. All we're going to do is a neutral spine, so you've got a little gap under here. We're going to exhale to take the lower back into the bed. Inhale to bring it back. And you're just playing about with this gap here. Second exercise, look straight up at the ceiling. Inhale, look towards the knees. Give yourself a double chin. Exhale, take it back. Another one you can do is a little bit of rotation. For anyone with rotational issues, or if you're in a job where you're always on one side, we pop the legs into tabletop, we call it. The lower back is imprinted, touching the floor. All we're going to do, inhale to roll to the side. Exhale, use these oblique muscles to pull back to center. Keep the shoulders down. Inhale the other way. And you just keep going. Pop your feet up on a chair or on the side of the bed or a sofa, whatever it is. Pop the heels together, have the toes pointing out wide. No head padding for this, so if you had a book underneath your head or a pillow, just take that out. Hands by your side. We're going to inhale to prepare, and then we're going to exhale to imprint the spine like we did before. Then lift the tailbone up. We get to the top, we have a nice straight line, shoulder, pelvis, ankles. Inhale to stay. And then we exhale to roll down through the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Make sure the tailbone is the last thing to touch down. Rock that pelvis back into a neutral. Last little exercise. We have the forehead on the floor. We inhale, lift the shoulders. Exhale to go up into a long, low hover position. Bring the inside edges of the shoulder blades together, looking down. Inhale to stay. Exhale down, you go nice and slow. Relax the shoulders into the front, into the floor. So you've got 5 exercises there that you can do in your home, just to keep a bit of mobility through the spine. It only takes 5-10 minutes a day. If you do it on a regular basis, it's going to help keep that spinal health in good condition, and you should avoid a few problems. That's just a starting point, but if you can do that, that's going to make a lot of difference.